the green 5-minute rounds in the BAMMA middleweight division. Introducing first the man standing to my right and fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing in at an even 179 pounds. He is a brawler with a record of 5 victories opposite 3 defeats. Fighting out of Cheltenham, England, Ben Constatine. His opponent stands across the cage to my left and fights out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight 182 and 1/2 pounds. He is a mixed martial artist with a record perfect at 3-0. Fighting out of Birmingham, England, Yannick Bahati. Your referee, Mark Woodard.
So Pierre, 3 wins by KO, all by punches, and his opponent is a brawler. I don't think this one's going to go 3 rounds.
No, but what Yannick has to be careful of, sometimes you can, instead of your opponent coming up to meet your technical abilities, they can bring you down.
Well, as I said, Ben Constatine, in many ways, the perfect opponent for Bahati. But you're right, Bahati, tight guard as Constatine tests him coming forward and eats the first stiff jab. But nice body shots there from Constatine. And it's a good tactic, try and rough him up and get him out of his rhythm.
Now Constatine doing very good work on breaking down the distance, throwing body shots. The shorter fighter, this is where he wants to be.
What does worry me from Constatine, though, when you see what comes back from Bahati, it's straight, it's short, and it's powerful.
Also, what I'd like for him to do is get off of that straight line. Constatine throws the punches, walks back in a straight line to observe his work. No, you need to circle left, circle right, get out of the range of Yannick.
That's right, but at the moment, Constatine asking questions, working his man. No fear here, as you'd expect from Trojan free fighters. Superman punch attempt, then the low leg kick. He is using the up and down well, the legs and the arms together, but as I said, you just feel that Bahati's having a look at his man, tucking up, waiting for the moment.
And I tend to agree with you. He's just kind of stalking a little bit, testing the waters, and just waiting to unleash.
Well, he almost caught the leg from the low kick from Constatine and looked to unleash the right hand. Big knee comes in. And what I like about Bahati, it's loose, it's fluid, and it's sharp, but it's Constatine raining down now. And as we said, for a man that's won all 3 fights by punches, this is good tactics by Constatine.
Yeah, now Constatine showing some shapes here on the ground, got wrist control, looked almost like he was going to swing into a possible arm bar, however, looking to tie his man up here. Both guys looking to jockey for position. Constatine, the man on top. Oh, legs climbing up there by Yannick.
And again, we've seen many times when you're noted for your punching ability and your upright ability, just tie your man up, pull him tight so you make the ref stand him up again so you can get on with your own business. And this looks to me that that's what Yannick Bahati's trying. Tighten his man up, pull him in close. There you go, locking up the arms and forcing Mark Woodard to bring them upright.
Constatine is going to have to keep it active because, as we saw earlier, the referee will give you a warning. If there's no action, then he stands it back up, which favors the longer, taller fighter and one Yannick Bahati.
Yes, Constatine needs to get into a position where he can look for submissions or rain down some ground and pound, because you do feel this is his best opportunity. You do worry for him upright, given Bahati's record.
I'd like to see Constatine pass that guard, because with long limbs like Bahati has, it's dangerous in that, you could sneak in the triangle, sneak in the arm bar. It's a lot safer position if you were in that side mount or possibly full mount. But even better if you've got his back.
Well, it doesn't look like that at the moment for Ben Constatine. But as I said, he has taken the sting out of Bahati, who looked very dangerous from what we saw upright.
Look at a possible push through triangle. Leg comes up high. Soften him up a little bit with a punch here. However, you see that the elbow is in. He can slip that shoulder in. Now he has to be careful with those elbows.
But for a man noted for his punching ability, not bad work off his back.
No, and he slid the leg high up onto the shoulder, and if he can lock this in, he has the triangle in place. Now he's looking to close that window or make the hole a lot tighter, the space, giving Constatine no space, and he can actually tighten this up and looking for short shots, just soften him up here. This could be the beginning of the end.
Well, and it'll be another string to Bahati's bow if he does do this. 3 KOs and then a triangle win by submission if he gets it to take him to 4-0.
Now look at the space. Constatine is going to pass that. Very durable fighter is this Ben Constatine. Now, right there, he had the potential to move out into that side mount position, but however, he went right back to that full guard, and that's what found him in trouble in the first place with the triangle.
Well, the problem for Constatine is he was bossed when they were upright, and when they went to ground, all the judges will remember is it's actually Bahati that went for the submission.
Not to get off subject, but Constatine just headbutted Bahati in the chest. I love that. I love those quirky type moves.
Come on, Yannick!
The other interesting thing to say here is if Constantine's career follows its normal curve, he goes win, loss, win, loss. Well, he's coming off a loss, so the next one on paper should be a win. Is that an omen here?
Well, for Yannick Bahati, I hope not. However, Ben Constatine looking to keep on form with a win here at BAMMA.
And again, this is where, as you said, where you could see his natural talent. You'd like to see Bahati, as you said, step up that next gear, bring those low legs in after the hands as well.
Now Bahati throws a 1-2 combination, jumping knee there, almost lands. He throws a 1-2. What I would say, if you can time that, Ben Constatine, cover up 1-2, looping left hook on the forward step. Try to catch him. Because as you notice, the hands are a little bit low on the guard of Bahati.
That's right. So Bahati, though, in control upright here. A few little chopping inside leg kicks as well behind those hands.
Nice.
Left and right lands, Pierre, but I would say if I was Constatine, knowing how good he was, you mentioned the straight lines in the first round, and he's making the same mistake here in the second, which could be costly.
Why not try to slip the jab, come up and under, possible jab of your own, set up for a clinch takedown. There's a lot of things he could do if he would just try to utilize those angles, not attacking it again in that straight line.
And again, we know he carries knockout power, but there's almost a lazy, laid-back sort of style to Bahati.
He could be a little bit more active on the punches, get that jab pumping out, keeping that distance and looking to load up for that right hand, and even potentially a right round kick.
Yes, there's a nice little uppercut in that combination.
Starting to pepper the jabs.
This is the thing, when you see him punch correctly, he's fast, he's accurate. Just like to see a bit more spite, a bit more venom and a bit more urgency, and you feel the stoppage is there.
Constatine working the head movement very well, slipping a jab and a right cross coming into the body. However, now he finds himself at the end of the Bahati jab.
Well, this is my problem with Constatine. He's staying perfectly the range of his opponent's best tools.
And you know what? I think Constatine, he needs to make it a brawl. I think he needs to get down and dirty. Let's force the pressure on Yannick Bahati. Don't let him dictate the pace, because as we've noticed, when Bahati's dictating the pace, he starts to land.
He's dictating the pace and the range. He knows where Constatine is. Constantine's staying there. And as you said, you used the term peppered. This is what's happening to him because he hasn't varied the range, the angles of attack.
Clinch looking to take down, however, double underhooks there by Bahati. Forces Constatine up against the cage and beautiful over the top elbow. Modified tie clinch here.
Yes, he has turned up the pace slightly here, Bahati. He is doing it at a methodical rate, but it is going up, and slight cuts now to the right eye of Constatine.
Superman punch into a knee, nice setup, good combination. Back up, cut with a left hook.
Yes, Bahati has raised his game now, and as I said for Constatine, my worry is he's staying there. He's staying perfectly in range for Bahati to work. Yes, he's moving the head, but you want that range to change. And the timing, he's coming in at a nice pace for Bahati as well.
Nice combo there. Punches and bunches with a leg kick. So he worked the full range of the body. A little bit more of that. Also, let's close down the distance. Let's get Bahati on the ground.
And that's what he's got to watch for, that uppercut. If it lands clean, it's all over. Good knee to the midsection now. And Constatine just beginning to look just a little bit ragged. And one of the crowd behind me said it far less subtly, but he did imply also that Constatine is tiring now.
And I'm sure he said it just like that.
And Bahati just beginning to open up with just under the minute left now. And surprisingly goes for his own double leg, which was unsuccessful.
Now into a body lock, pressing Constatine up against the cage. Now could this be signs that maybe Bahati, after all that high tempo work rate, that he also is starting to flag?
Well, don't forget, when you're used to taking men out and putting them away early, I always feel that when you've got someone like that, 3 wins, 3 KOs, no going inside the distance, the longer the fight goes on, you do start to worry for them.
And if nothing, Constatine is durable. However, he took another knee there to the body, and that tends to wear on you.
So Pierre, as we go into the third and final round, that's my only concern for Bahati. He's dominated the fight, but his man's still there. I mean, he's upright, he's dominant, as we're going to see here.
Nice takedown there by Constatine. Constatine, again, right there. That was the problem. He allowed himself to stay in the guard. He didn't look to pass, and when you have somebody like Bahati with those long limbs, he could go into the triangle attempt, which we saw.
And this is where Bahati's dangerous. Look at that beautiful double jab, straight right. Constantine's there at the end of that range. But you do feel that the same thing, though. Constatine is still there. Bahati's used to taking them out. Is this virgin territory for him?
I think that Constatine is going to try to wear him down, and he has to know that he's down 2 rounds to none, basically. So he needs either a knockout or a submission. So let's see how Bahati plays this. Does he stay on the end of the jab, scoring the points, or does he actually go in for the kill?
Well, he distinctly raised the pace midway through the second round and through a lot more combinations.
Rear front kick there by Bahati.
Well, the thing that's working for him as well is he doesn't have to look for Constatine. Actually, Constatine is the man constantly coming forward.
But he keeps on constantly coming forward and getting caught with that knee, getting caught with the straight punches. He needs to slip, work the angles, get in on Bahati, work the body, but essentially go to the takedown, but in a dominant position.
Yes, again, he tries it without setup, without any real thought behind it, and it makes it easier for Bahati to stop him.
There has to be a sense of urgency in his corner. I see Matt Ewan and both Sutherland shouting direction, and let's see if he follows and he can execute another beautiful long-range knee by Yannick Bahati.
And that one suddenly rocked Ben Constatine. It's been a danger. He, as you said, very tough, very durable, but you can't keep eating knees like this.
And when the knees come up to the solar plexus and to the ribs, what it causes it to do is the muscles tend to tense up. They tend to seize up, putting more pressure, giving you less room to breathe with the lungs. And you need that vital oxygen to continue the pace.
That said, a good little passage there for Ben Constatine. Some good body shots in his own knee to the thigh of Bahati. Walks onto an uppercut, though, and this is the problem for him. He's constantly walking forward onto a known striker. It's gutsy. I'm not saying it's clever.
But I think the theme tonight here has been the range. We could have had 3 fights gone opposite ways if the fighters would have used or utilized that range.
Yes, Bahati in his comfort zone, and that's the problem for Constatine at the moment. He's not taken Bahati out of that comfort zone. Although that nice little right hook over the top, if it had landed, could have been a different outcome. But you just feel Bahati's going nicely into a 3-round. He wouldn't have got the knockout this time, you feel, but he's fought well within his comfort zone.
Now, the couple times that Constatine has gone to the body, the arms of Bahati have dropped, allowing him to come up and over the top with a looping punch. He needs to try to do that if he's going to persist on doing the stand-up.
Come on, Yannick.
Yes, Constatine trying to work the body, constantly coming forward. Left to the body, right to the head. It's a good combination, but he's out of range with that right hand. It's not landed cleanly, and it needs to as we come into the last 2 minutes of this round.
And when Constatine gets him on the back foot, he allows him to exit stage left or stage right, so he's not able to sit there and really put the pressure on him. If you want to, you've got to corner your fighter. You've got to try to break him down. And unfortunately, he's not done that.
No, and Bahati comes back again with a good combination.
Looping overhand with a little bit of power, not really causing any concern to Yannick. Lead left kick there.
Yes, and as I mentioned before, they're fighting at a pace and a style that really suits Bahati.
Because he's able to set up the shots, get on the back foot, allow Constatine to walk into his shots, keeping the range. And
now that knee, suddenly, Constatine, he's been warned before in the fight, and this time was caught cold. Responded well, very durable, but when he hit that knee, then the big shots came afterwards.
And you see a change in his body language. He looks haggard right now. And I'm telling you what, Bahati smells blood and he's going in.
Well, he is a finisher, and that's his natural instinct. And the opportunity is here with a minute left. But so durable, Ben Constatine.
Still in his face after eating a devastating knee. And again, those knees are starting to really, really wear down Constatine.
Yes, there's not much coming back. He's still there. He's still on his feet.
But you have to feel that it's... Yannick has to be like, why is Constatine still standing? Why is he still here?
And there's signs from Yannick Bahati that he's now feeling the pace. As I said, he's used to stopping his men. We're inside the last 30 seconds, and his opponent's still there, still throwing leather.
Constatine has to make it all or nothing here in the last 20. He needs to really let it go. However, I just don't think that there's enough gas in the tank.
No, Bahati raining blows again. How Constatine has stayed there, full credit to him. In one way, it's been a one-sided fight, but in another way, Bahati's stamina and determination has been tested. A big win, but he's been taking the distance for the first time. So as we see that this was the problem for Constatine, was the constant aggression, and the upright was constantly there from Bahati, and he never tried to take him out of that comfort zone.
Bahati was very confident in his striking, and all he had to do, basically, back foot, wait till he wanted to throw the strikes, knowing that his opponent would be right where he needed him.
Come on, Yannick! Come on, Yannick! Unanimous? Yannick! UTC!
Ladies and and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards for the final decision. One judge scores the bout 29-28. Our other two king-side judges scored this bout 30-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Yannick